God saw the need for separation at the infant stage of creation, when there was no communal clashes, when there was no genocide, when there was no repression, when there was no argument, when there was no abuse of fundamental human rights. What about now in Nigeria? That all of these vices are inherent. It is woven into the fabric. It's not just about the name. It is about the system, how it was set up. It was set up to oppress and repress people's fundamental rights, to subjugate people. It's a racist construct. It is a colonial construct. And of course, one of the British secret documents in the 1967 says that Nigeria is the British economic unit. And they fought very aggressively to make sure that Biafra never become a nation, in order to keep the flow of oil through the pipeline. That was what that matters. And that is what that still matters to them till today. What an insult. Apart from the meaning of the name Nigeria itself, you are regarded, you call yourself a Nigerian, you say that this place is Nigeria, is an independent state. In the British ideology and craftiness and Luciferian agenda, they regard Nigeria as an economic unit of the British. They own you. You are like their property. When do you think that the separation of Biafra from Nigeria is more important, if not now? When do you think that division is long overdue, if not now? And this country that you call Nigeria is already divided, if you don't know it. Of course you know. You are playing the ostrich. You are trying to accent. You are trying to we are law abiding, love, pray for your Jerusalem. I've said it in some of my preachings and teachings. That is an insult to equate Nigeria or to refer to Nigeria as your Jerusalem in comparison to the meaning and the implication or significance of Jerusalem, or what Jerusalem represents. The country is already divided. It is you that the country is waiting for to pick your bags and baggages and go your separate ways and bid it farewell. I'm not saying that everything about Nigeria should be shut down. No, there are people that there are those of you that love it the way it is. Those of you that love all the repression, you love all the problems, the trouble, the sorrows, the killings. A driver can be killed over 15 naira. Refusal to give a policeman 15 naira. I'm not saying all policemen. I'm saying some, and most of them. It is a prevalent situation. It is recurring, where lives are not valued. Money is prized above, held in highest esteem above human life and sacredness of human blood. You love it the way it is. No problem. There's no problem. No president, no vice president. Looting upon looting, loot and burn. They steal and they burn the evidence. You love it the way it is. No problem. There are those that love darkness. After all, in the divisions of work, and there's some people that work, there is what is called night duty and day duty. There are those that love to work in the night. Armed robbers that they love to operate in the night. And so many secret court members, they love darkness. They love to operate in the night. But there are those that love to work in the day. It's not by force. I'm not forcing you that you must. No. All of us are not one. Those that want to go their separate ways as a result of the division of Nigeria, the glaring evidence and manifestation and demonstration and proof that this country has already divided, they should go. Don't stop them. Don't stand in the way, because even at the infant stage of creation, when there was none of these things, God brought about separation and division. Much less now. If you're a man of God, you're a preacher of the gospel, you are a born again, you are a Pentecostal, you are of Roman Catholicism religion, Orthodox, Protestant, an atheist, Muslim, Hinduist, or you practice the Jewish religion, Judaism, which is the mother of all of us. It doesn't matter how you look at it, and I'm not going into all of that. You're a politician, captain of industry, bank manager, CEO, mover or shaker or timber or caliber, whatever title you hold in the society. Listen to what I want to say, it's very important. Or you are a dual citizen, you are a Nigerian, yet you have another country's citizenship, so you are a dual citizen, or your children are studying abroad. They are in one of the advanced universities or college abroad. Or you travel outside the country, outside the shores of Nigeria for whatever reason, either for medical reasons, for vacation, for business, for politics, or whatever there may be your reason. You travel outside the country, you're in love. When you go outside the country, you see the light is shining, everything is organized, their transport system is organized, their hospitals, based of hospitals, medical practices, high professionalism of journalism, law, judicial system is very strong and firm, very, very fair and just. You love the settings and the orderliness of the countries you travel to. You love the civilization and the development, the tech and scientific revolution in those countries. You are happy. You are in love with what you see, your experiences outside the shores of Nigeria. Or you are planning to travel outside the country. As I'm talking right now, some of you are hustling, gathering money to travel outside Nigeria because you can't stay here anymore. Some of you are holding your parents or your mother or your father on the neck, the gullet, to raise money for you to sell land so that you can travel outside the country. You are hustling right now. Either of you in these categories I've mentioned now, whether as a man of God, as a born-again child of God, or you are a student abroad, or you want to travel outside the country, or you travel outside the country for different reasons or purposes, or you're a dual citizen, you are a citizen of another country apart from Nigeria. All of these categories, if you belong to any of these categories, either of you, if you are against Biafra separation from Nigeria, you don't want Biafra to separate from Nigeria, you don't want Nigeria to divide, you are fighting very hard to keep Nigeria one, either as a senator, House of Rep member, a political office holder, or you're one of the thieves. As I'm talking now, you are writing, you are falsifying figure in the office, you are signing money out, you are looting now, or you are planning to travel out to go and dump or export the Nigerian money into the foreign bank. Is either any of you that fit into any of these categories I have mentioned so far. Is either you are doing so, you are against Biafra separation from Nigeria, you are against Nigeria dividing. It's either you are doing so as a result of wickedness, you are doing it out of wickedness, or you are doing it out of ignorance, or you are doing it out of hypocrisy, or you are doing so out of jealousy. Either of these, there is the reason behind your negative response and antagonistic approaches against Biafra separation from Nigeria or Nigeria's division. Either of these are all dangerous to you. They are all toxic to your health. They are all evil. They are all wickedness. You are jealous. Maybe you believe that your tribe is not going to stand, your tribe is not going to fit in terms of competition that will come as a result of the development that will come in Biafra after Biafra is separated from Nigeria. You believe that your tribe, your people cannot fit in, or you believe there is something you will lose, You know, maybe you are a pastor, you are thinking that your members will go back to their new country, Biafra. They will no longer come to Nigeria to worship in your church in the Yoruba land or north or wherever your church may be situated. You're jealous that how can these people be free, and then those of us will remain in this wicked Nigeria. You know that Nigeria is a faith country. Some of you now, you're outside the country chilling. You may be in Dubai now, relaxing, chilling. Now that Nigeria is very hot, you cannot stay. You have run away. If not for coronavirus, most of you would not have been here for the past 1 month or 2 months. It's either you are against Biafra separation from Nigeria as a result of wickedness. You are wicked. You don't love development. You are anti-development. You don't want people to be free, to develop, to advance. You are working against humanity and also against God Almighty, the architect and the master of separation and division. Or you are being hypocritical. You praise the development you see in other countries of the world. You send your children to Ghana to study. You praise yourself so high that you're Oxford graduates. You praise yourself so high, oh, you are a citizen of another country, development. Every time you are talking about, you are making references and you are writing about, you're commending the development, the high level of industrialization or scientific revolution or transformation of those countries. You love it. You are so obsessed with traveling outside the country because of the good things and the orderliness, how the system is so viable and functional. But back home here, something like that is about to happen. Biafra is about to separate. Another Dubai is possible when Biafra is separated from Nigeria. Another Japan is possible. Another United States of America is possible. London, another civilization, economy, transformation, economic transformation and viability prospect is possible if Biafra separates from Nigeria. And then some other citizens of other countries will be happy to travel to Biafra for 1 or 2 reasons: for humanity, for the benefit of humanity. You said, no, let us stay here, let us stay here. But meanwhile, you sneak out, you go for vacation outside the country. Some of you, when your wife is pregnant and about to deliver, you take her to US, so that as soon as she puts to birth on the US soil, that very child will become the US citizen. Which citizen of the world, which citizen of other countries in their right mind that will send their wife to Nigeria to deliver here in Nigeria? Of course, no citizen of any other country that is with his right senses, in his right mind, that would think so, because that would have been a suicide mission. The light is about to shine from the land of the rising sun, Biafra. You are working with the forces of darkness and the agents of hell to quench it. But you love all that light outside the country. You love it. Some of our brothers and sisters are now, they are preparing to travel to Europe via land through the Sahara Desert, then enter Libya, and then they cross the Mediterranean Sea. Now they are now in Italy or Sicily or Europe for greener pasture. The same thing is possible if Biafra is restored, but you don't want it, you're against it. You may say, oh, I just quoted the Genesis in the Old Testament. We are in the New Testament. It's not. What about 2 Corinthians chapter 16 verse 14? That very verse 14 asks a very critical question, and that question is directed at you. That is against the separation of light from darkness. That is against the division of Nigeria. He asked the question, what communion has light with darkness? What relationship? What transaction? What is the compatibility of light and darkness? That very verse reverts to the original understanding behind the separation of light and darkness in Genesis chapter 1 verse 4 and 5. You preach the Bible, you say you're a man of God, you're a GO, you're a prophet. No, we are praying for the peace of Nigeria. Like anybody that wants to divide Nigeria, is either you are doing so as a result of, I've said it before, as a result of ignorance, as a result of wickedness, as a result of jealousy as a result of hypocrisy. Are you talking about the eagle and the eaglet? Apart from the Bible now, there is a manifestation of separation.